Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are having a great day. I thought that I was at 3:15 for the longest time, and it was because I was looking at the Eastern time. I try so hard not to ever do that. But every now and then it gets me. I'm just going to share myself out just a tiny bit to my creative space group. There we go. Okay. So I got to watch a little bit of Grace earlier. But honestly, I worked a little bit later than I normally do. And then I was getting caught up with my daughter. So sorry, I missed so much of you guys. I am going to show you a couple of things that I did. I kind of started last night trying to get some ideas. Hey, Pam, how are you? I'm going to shut that just in case Mr. Bugs. I think he's in the house, and usually if he hears me in here talking, he thinks he needs to be part of the show. So thank you, Christy, for this event, and thanks for having me. I hand cut out some flowers. I die cut some flowers. I have some pre-made flowers. So let's get this party started. And get this kind of out of the way. I'm going to point this camera down. Boy, my hair is curly today. Curly today. I'm just kind of thinking that I don't see Christy yet. I don't see her yet. I'm still going to point this down so I can turn it around. I try to remember to do that so you guys aren't upside down now that I know that I can. Okay, I want to do it without. Thank you, Christy. I'm going to do the trick that she taught me. Hopefully. Okay, I'm not upside down. Awesome. Oh, Debbie, thank you so much for asking. I feel so much better today. I actually washed my hair. I was just saying, wow, my hair is super curly today. I need to go, I hadn't washed it since Saturday. Today's Wednesday. I need to go that many days without washing it more often, I guess. Okay. Hi, Phyllis. Hi, Nyla. Hi, Jenny. Michele, my Belle. That's what my family always called me growing up. All my cousins and aunts and everything. Michele, my Belle. Okay. All right, guys. I just have a journal spread open here. And I'm just going to show some different things. I've got some metal pigment here. I've got some deluxe paste. I've got some metal flakes. And I've got some bling. We won't probably get through it all, but let's just play and have some fun. Hey, Capri, happy Wednesday. Let me take a breath. Part of the thing of me being sick was not being able to take a deep breath. So I'm just going to say, if you hear me take a deep sigh, it's not because I'm frustrated or irritated. I promise. Oh, you know what? I need to plug my phone in. Sorry. I didn't look at it before, but I know I've been on it a lot today. Okay. So the first thing I did, do you guys remember, you know how you do snowflakes? The first thing I did is cut out some flowers like we did when we were kids. And like you've seen so many people do in little reels and stuff. Well, I'm not sure what grade level I'm at right now, but I found this a little bit more difficult than how I remember. Hi, Heidi. Hey, Lori. just talking. Yes, I love to play too. Thank you, Debbie. I'm not used to wearing jewelry. My husband got me a really pretty necklace for Mother's Day, and I was like, what is choking me? Hey, Michelle. So these are ones that I cut out of, folding a paper into a square, and I'll go ahead and do one. Let's see, what color should we do? Maybe we need a new color. I'm just going to do more of this polka dot paper because I love it. I think it's really pretty. I am playing, Heidi. I started cutting out flowers last night, and I realized maybe I need to go back to second or third grade because I don't remember this being difficult. But I just started off with a square, and in my brain, I was thinking, okay, just scale down the size of square, and it'll, stack up like this. Well, if you look at them individually, I had to go back in and try and make them, I don't know, to where they actually looked like petals. But in the end, it doesn't really matter because I think all stacked up, they're cute. I don't mind them at all. I know, right? So the one of them I cut from the wrong side. So I just had a bunch of pieces that flew all, it was confetti. And then okay, yeah, you can totally see on this one, what is going on there? I don't know. It's not that important, right? Oh yeah, they did. They did give us some janky scissors. So, and then I fold it again. And I'm still saying I cut from this side. And then one more time, because that's how many, when I did this blue one, I stopped folding and I'm like, oh, okay, so I don't get very many petals. I think this one's pretty, but it's symmetrical from top to bottom, but not all the way around. And I don't know why. That's the problem with them with me. Hi there, Clifton's Crafty Casa. My poor little Spanish speaking granddaughters would be like, Grandma, that is not how you say that. That's right, Debbie. Thank you. So, I started cutting this off, this end piece off. I don't know. And then I had to go back and unfold it a lot of times to make sure that I knew where I was cutting from. This side. Okay, so this is the side I'm going to hold. Right. And then I just tried to round the corner, which I found difficult. What I ended up doing on most of these, I wonder if you guys try this or do this, what the secret is. I ended up unfolding it to half and then trying to even it out. See, this is what I don't like. I don't like how the end ones aren't the same. And I guess it's because the paper folds that way. I bet if you had origami paper, that really thin paper, I don't have any of that. But here we go. There's that. Hey, that might just, heck yeah, a whole nother layer there. And then I have these, I think everybody has a set of these that are probably close to 10 years old because we all thought we were going to be mandala artists. And I've seen people use them to make the flowers do what they want them to do. I couldn't get that to happen, but I did find that it helps take out the, um, the harshness of the creases. So I did go ahead and use them like that. Where is I have this skewer that's just always in my drawer. Like I use it to stir paint, to like unclog paint. I don't know. I always keep it. So I thought, can I do more than one at a time? I wanted to kind of try and do that thing where they roll the petals a little bit. I tried it last night and it just wasn't happening. But I think I was using the base of this. Hey, Lisa! What up? Oh, no, I don't want to do it with them because then one will be up and one will be down. Duh. Y'all, I'm in a weird mood today. I think that I got sick on Saturday. And it was one of the, like on Sunday, I was only out of bed maybe a couple of hours the whole day. And I was only awake about 4 hours the entire day. So I feel better today, and I think I'm a little, I don't know, stir crazy, giddy, something. I've been cracking myself up all day long. Older fabric turner. Your son wanted a car ride because he was stir crazy? I am. Last night, you guys know when you can't eat, like, if you're sick and it's the kind that you can't eat. You're skittish. You're shy about making yourself some food. So what did I eat first? I ate a plain baked potato, and it was good, and it didn't upset my stomach, and everything was fine. And then I ate some chips, I believe. Can I do this half C? I don't want to get out my big crocodile. I'm just going to try and wing it here. And then, and this is not good because I had been avoiding dairy. Oh, yeah, that's a good thing to do is go for a car ride. Yeah. I love a car ride, honestly. And then I made a grilled cheese sandwich. What else did I eat? It seems like then I went through and was like, this is all doing pretty good. What else can I eat? I'm just doing like a half circle cut because my big crocodile is in a cabinet over there. And I would probably trip and fall on my own mess if I tried to get it. Ice cream and saltines. Yep. Yeah. As far as avoiding dairy, I think that maybe it was after the ice cream. I was like, maybe dairy's not a great idea. When I was a little kid, I had to go off dairy completely at one point. Oh, this goes over here. Okay. So as far as in a journal, I think that this would be a great thing to open a journal up to, like your junk journal. So I have these little decorative brads. I think I'm just going to do the pearl one. I've got these blingy blingy ones. Those might be good on this one because it's big enough for them. These other little ones are cute, like the, let me see, yeah, those are striped. I didn't eat them together, Christy. I didn't I didn't, use the saltine as a spoon like fries and Frosty. It's not the same, right? I wasn't, I wasn't dipping the ice cream with my saltine and eating it. It was like two separate things. Sorry. It struck me as funny. See, you guys, I am a little woohoo today. I am still having to take those big deep breaths. I don't know what that is about, but and doing this kind of craft is fun, I mean, it might seem, I don't know, gosh, what's the word? Elementary, but I really enjoyed cutting all these little things out last night. And if you were going through a journal and this was on a page, I mean, I just think I like how it's 3D. And as far as the thickness, I know I have things in journals that are way thicker than that. I don't think it would be bad. I'm actually going to check it out. I want to see. Take one of these journals and just say if that was there. Yeah. See, that's not bad at all. There it'd be. It actually matches this one too, doesn't it? And after the blue one, I kind of learned, let me find my thinnest scrapbook paper. And do you guys find sometimes that I find that I need the thicker scrapbook paper more often than I need the thinner scrapbook paper? I don't know if anybody else is like that. But okay, so these were all hand cut. And then I got out these dies and I cut these sparkly ones. And I was thinking it would be fun to kind of layer. Let's see what we think about that. And I did fabric. And I thought this is kind of like tulle. I really wanted something more like, I don't know what the word is. Yes. Isn't there something very peaceful and relaxing about cutting paper, because you can allow your mind to just do what it will and not have to worry about what you're doing. So that's kind of nice. So I had this netting and I'm like, all I have is black. Really? I don't have pink or white or blue or any color. No, just black. This is actually that wedding dress, the lining of that wedding dress. So what I had in my mind was something between the two. Where's my other little black piece? I don't know. So yeah, I did these little die cuts too. But let's do one. So we did this one that's all cut. Let's do one that's kind of mixed. I think we are going to have those two like that. You know what? I'm going to poke holes before I lay them out. Oh, yeah. Yes, it would. That would be perfect. I want the little bitty one. I used, so I don't know if you guys watched when I was estate sale crazy, when I was doing those online auctions. Shh. And I got a whole bunch of stuff. It was a quilter, and I got one of these. And this is what I used. I don't know, does anybody have these kind they're supposed to cut up to like chipboard? Um, but it was fun to cut the fabric. And because she was a quilter, I got a big one like this that's a Dresden um, die cut. So I think I might just have to try and do that too. Yes, exactly, Capri. I am the same way. I want stuff. That's what I did with these. Um, I was supposed to go to my mother-in-law's, but at the time my husband was leaving for that, I wasn't feeling great. So I missed out on that, which was kind of a bummer. But this is what I did while I was here. So let's see, where's the big? I mean, I don't know yet. We're going to try. Well, we'll see what we think. Tried a couple ways. I have my embroidery stuff I've gotten into setting out there, and that's kind of fun. I just need I need like a floor lamp that would go behind me where I could see better. I'm just going to audition this out. I'm not going to be able to get the center of this one unless I fold it. Unless I fold it or get my engineering degree in the next few seconds. I always, oh gosh, I don't know, I always was in honors math classes as a kid growing up, and then I had to take geometry. So algebra, trigonometry, those, no problem. But geometry, oh Lord, I was not great. Not great with that. I'm just not sure how I feel about that. I wish I had a larger glitter thing for back there. I don't like it. It looks like two different flowers mushed together. Yes, yes, I like it because it's one of those things um, that I don't feel like you can completely master and get bored with. Like there's always a level up in embroidery. Have you seen some of the embroidery out there? Yeah, I don't like cross stitch. Oh, really? That's funny, Linda. That's funny because I feel like sometimes when we're talking and stuff, I feel like we are similar. Similar. Maybe we're opposite sides of the same coin. That was way off center. And you know, one of my jobs, actually where I met my husband, he still works there. I had to take blueprint, and You know, I mean, I passed the class because it was like a level up in pay if you could read a blueprint. But I think reading a blueprint is different than geometry somehow. You know what? I think I'm going to do something different. We may not get to the other kinds of flowers. You don't even need to balance a checkbook these days, though, do you? I mean, do you remember I worked in bookkeeping at a bank. Oh Lord. Whew. You know, I mean, it was just one of those jobs where I want my big one like that. People get very upset. People get very upset about their money, and then, you know, there's like $400 in overdraft charges or something because something happened. I would have to go through and show them how to balance their checkbook and stuff. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Cheryl. It's funny. You probably don't even know what the conversation is if you just got back on, but it is when you say it took me 25 minutes to get back on with what everybody's talking about, what they struggle with, it went perfect. It went perfect. I forgot where I was going, y'all. I have to continually reset my breathing. I don't know. I did email my doctor yesterday. I feel like I kind of got blown off, but oh well. I wanted to layer the different kinds in all the sizes, but I can't find my big one. That's this black stuff. I'm going to see if it's still over here. Nope. Nope, it's not. It's probably on the floor somewhere. Wonder if I can wing it. Yeah. Breathing is good, but at 54, I shouldn't have to think about it. Right? And that seems to be the situation right now. I am just going to kind of wing this. I'm not going to worry about the scallops. I think just having something in this fabric will get the idea across. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's, you know, when I'm in this kind of mood, it's just such a waste for me to be the only one that enjoys it. It is in my drawer. Callie. How? Y'all, I used to tease my kids so bad and hear about, you know, the Tupperware, the dishes. And I'm like, I guess I should have bought y'all more of those blocks that you put inside each other. Because for some reason you cannot grasp how these go back to the cabinet. And here I am struggling with these these flowers that are basically the same principle. Because like I'm wanting, I just need to, oh Lord. Okay. So I did that. Now I'm going to do this. I'm just trying, I'm making it way more difficult than it has to be. That's the problem, right? Okay, let's do the skewer thing. Right. Probably. Shoot, they had those really those really fancy pants video games. I never even like Crash Bandicoot. I think that was the only one. I enjoyed watching them play them, but I just was never a video game person. I had friends who played with their kids, like they played the video game with their kids, and I'm like, yeah, I just can't get into it. Oh, come on, you guys. I'm so happy that you're bearing with me today. Like, I am on the struggle bus for reals. Okay, I think that where's my janky little square there? I think that gave it a little bit of definition. I don't know if you could, yeah, you guys can see that. I remember Pong. I think I would have been, I want to say like upper middle school. No, I mean upper grade school, like 6th grade, 5th grade, because you know back then you were still in grade school in the 6th grade. I didn't start high school till I was a sophomore. That's just how it was here. But yeah, I remember the Atari and Pong. But never, even when my peers were into it. We did have game rooms. Do you guys remember game rooms? Did they have those where you are? Where you could, should I keep it all the same or do different? I think I'm going to do different. And do this and then this. Nope. I like it better like this. Okay. Oh, Cheryl, that's, I wore shorts yesterday. I changed out of my shorts to go live today because I didn't think I wasn't ready to share that with you guys. But if you're in Louisiana, 90 degrees there is probably a lot different. Are you just wet when you walk outside? Yes, Capri, yes. Like it was called Shane's Games. Oh, Lord. Lordy. I'm going to grab some, I think black. I think I want, yeah. I don't use the black very often. Yeah, they were dark, weren't they? And when I was a kid, it was I remember they had just changed the law. Like, you used to be able to drink when you were 18. And there was, I had siblings that were older than me. We didn't live in the same household, but I just remember that being a thing. And those game rooms had alcohol, which even as a 12, 13-year-old, I was like, this is crazy. There's no parental supervision in here. I was I was such a rule follower up to a certain point. When I got a little older. Oh, I bet it is hot. Sweaty kids. Yeah, this one was not like, it was not grade school. I mean, I would say the average age in there, I was a little young to be in there at 13. My sister, I could go every now and then when my sister was going, because she was such a beacon of responsibility. Okay. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking for the center, I'm not mad at it. Even though, like, black is not something you would think of necessarily. I know, that's so annoying. I'm sorry. I think I have some black. This is just all the stuff I have in my drawer. I probably have stuff in my case down there too. But I think that these, yeah, that one's actually black. Let's do that one. See, this is really good playtime. Doing stuff like this. These little crafts like this. You don't think so? Good, good. Y'all, the time has flown. Now, who thinks that I will get to work when my time is done, and who thinks I will sit here and piddle with these little cutout flowers? That one, and then that one, and then that one, and then we're going to do that. Okay. I think I also know what else I'm going to do. The netting isn't bad now that I see it. When I just did the one die cut, and I was like, well, that's not going to work. It didn't show up at all. But I really think if you did a whole bunch of them and stacked it up, it would be kind of cool. Since I just kind of faked this one, let me give it a little bit of a trim, a little bit of a haircut. This is how I cut my own hair too. Actually, it really needs to be, I'm switching this. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm so into these right now. These will end up going in my ephemera stash. You know what I mean? Like, to be used. So I put the black on top of the pink. You can't really tell, but it just needed some support. It was flopping. It's a little off center, but that's okay. So am I. That's right, Debbie. That's right. So I have this little box of goodies, and these are fun because you can actually write and do this. This color is called Punch, and do some pretty fun stuff with them. I think, let's see. Me too. Me too. It's relaxing. What color is this supposed to be? Rose gold. Looks more like berry to me. No, I think I'm going to stick to these little guys. This I usually have to unclog. Dadgummit. Dadgummit. I still have many a safety pin from Nicole's event. It's too big. Sorry, guys. All my little needles that are usually hanging around poking me. Well, here in a couple of weeks, I think of mask making kind of in the same lines of scrap busting, you know. Here in a couple of weeks, Christy's event is going to be scrap busting. Dadgummit. I'm going to do this and it's going to just go everywhere. Okay. So that'll be a good one to catch too. There we go. Watch me not even like it after I took that long to get it out. I've only got 4 minutes, y'all. But I wanted to show that you can, let's see, you can kind of do like a bead and a line and a bead and a line and a bead, like a pattern. It's easier when it's not, when you don't have to turn it at the same time. It'll dry prettier than that looks right there. I promise. I promise. Like where you make it, oops, like a dot and then you go, and then a dot and then you go, and then a dot, like that. For trim and stuff, like decorating a cake. Ever heard the term? Never heard the term? What term? What you talking about? What you talking about, friend? Oh my goodness, this one too. Gosh, you guys. I think the gold will have more of an impact. So this is my bling, the glitter paper and this stuff I had, and the brads. the Christy thing. You're going to have to message me to tell me what you're talking about, Fran. Oh, her event? The scrap busting term? Yeah, that's in 2 weeks. I think that's what you're talking about, what I was talking about. Okay, guys. So I got 1.5 little flowers done. But this one, all it needs is put together. And I think it's pretty too. But again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for sure. I know that I was kind of weird today. Thank you for not holding it against me. I apologize also for not knowing who's next. But if you are in the Crafty Bunch, and I sure hope you are, you just refresh your page. If you see somebody you're not following, please give them a follow. All the things that I'm sure you have heard. Oh, there we go. Hey, it flipped itself. Do all those things. I lost my little circle. Okay. Mayday, Mayday. That's what it was. Yes. Stash busting ideas, May 28th. Right. Exactly. And this Saturday is a paper crafting event for my paper pack, and Heidi is opening the May paper pack. So tune in to that as well. She's on at noon Central. All right, guys, refresh your pages for the next Blossom and Baubles craft. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.